Nowadays, learning has moved to the center stage. Many people who engage in education point out a lot of challenges in traditional learning. Many schools and education systems around the world are reconsidering their approaches to teaching and learning. There are many problems in Korean education. One example of the Korean educational problems is passive learning. Most classrooms are teacher-centered and there are few opportunities to engage in class. Also, Korean education is more focused on memorizing than understanding knowledge. However, the main goal of the 21st century education is to produce the 21st century workforce. Then, what should learning in Korean classrooms look like in the 21st century? There are four future directions for learning environment in the 21st century. Being attuned to learners' motivation, containing connectedness across knowledge as well as to the wider areas, challenging for students, learning environments supporting students by giving feedback.
In the 21st century, learning environments should be attuned to learners' motivation. Motivation is a power that encourages people to achieve goals. When most students face difficult problems, they lose confidence. In the classroom, teachers should give students positive belief about themselves as a learner. In this case, teachers should function as a helper as well as instructor. In addition, teachers should provide various forms of teaching methods which attract students' interest. The reason why many students have difficulty solving the problem is not that they lack the basic knowledge, but they are scared at the problem beforehand. Therefore, if teacher encourages students to solve the problem, they have confidence to solve it. Moreover, students like working together and helping each other. Therefore, if teachers use many teaching methods such as cooperative learning and inquiry-based learning, students can be stimulated to promote learning. In other words, teachers should pay attention to students' motivation as well as their cognitive process.
In the 21st century, learning environments should be containing connectedness to the wider areas. The main objective of this connectedness is to make students able to apply what they learned into new situations. When students understand the knowledge exactly, they can transfer and use it into another domain. Therefore, teachers should provide a lot of time for students to do practical activities instead of learning theory. Moreover, teachers should adjust their viewpoint for students' point of view. Teachers can help students to link more and more pieces of knowledge from students' viewpoint. For example, a construction worker knows buildings better than the construction designer. The buildings were made by many workers with a lot of experiences. Similarly, in school, if teachers want to make students to become experts, they should help them to learn through many experiences, not theories. Therefore, teachers should help students to build up transferable knowledge structure.
Learning environment in the 21st century should be challenging for students. Learning environments are more effective when students are sufficiently challenged to reach just above their level. Moreover, students are more motivated when they feel confident to do what is expected of them. For example, students should be given complex topics that are not easy for them. If the topics are too easy, they lose interest and will feel a sense of accomplishment. On the contrary, if the topics are too complex, students can't do it because they are not confident. However, if they are given the challenging topics that are just above their level, they will be able to try hard to solve them. Korean students study just like what teachers and private educational institutes teach them. That is why Korean students are demotivated. Korean teachers need to develop challenging topics in order to promote effective learning environment for them.
In the 21st century, learning environments should be supporting students by giving feedback. Students need substantial, regular, and meaningful feedback that they can use to revise their understanding and their works. Feedback motivates students and helps them to gain confidence in learning. Therefore, teachers should give each student proper feedback. Moreover, since this is the 21st century, there are a lot of technological materials that teachers can use when they give feedback. For example, teachers can use applications on smartphones such as KakaoTalk. By using this application, teachers will be able to give students feedback anywhere at any time. Furthermore, teachers can also use programs such as Padlet. By using this program, teachers can give each student feedback during the class. Since the time is limited for every student to ask questions during the class, this will be a great help for both teachers and students. Therefore, Korean teachers should try hard to support each student to have equal opportunity of getting feedback.
Educating students is a very important task for educators, no matter what century they live in. Therefore, teachers should study and research on developing student learning. In the 21st century, pressing should motivate students. If students are not intrigued by the subject, they won't be able to concentrate on their study. In addition, students should receive the education that are connected to the outside of the classroom. They should be able to perform what they have learned in class, not just to keep the knowledge inside of their head. Furthermore, teachers should also give students challenging tasks. By doing so, students will be able to study hard to solve the task because they are motivated. In addition, teachers should support each student with feedback. Korean classrooms should follow this direction in order to improve the studying environment. Korean students should have worthwhile purpose on their studies because learning is worth more than just entering university.